cash in the donation box for this year?
No, I have a little bit of cash
From mission?
in my room.
Okay,
No,
no.
not from yesterday.
Just
I
from
was actually
the
like
week.
practically no event yesterday.
Party, I know, yeah.
Just the
The
kirtan.
kirtan. That was good. That was needed. That's
Oh
what
yeah, definitely.
It was a small market that I.
It was a little bit of a bummer because man, it really was quite the event. There was some cool people there.
Really cool people.
You know, when I did come to pick up the stuff, there was this couple there. I walked by and they go, "How do you go?"
Really?
And I talked to them. They're really cool. They just moved here. They're from LA.
What?
Yeah, the girl went to Cal State, Long Beach, like me.
Oh my gosh.
And they want to go on Harinam. They like Harinam on the street.
You got their info?
Yeah, I got his number. So
Wow, so you probably did the most of all of them.
maybe a new member of our community.
Jay. He's not.
Yeah, but I don't want all my obstacles. I want all my obstacles to go away. Yeah.
She did. Wookie did. Oh, I thought you did already. That's enough. It's Prashad. Krishna Kirtana Gana Nartana Pada Prema Ritambo Nidhi Tira Tira Jana Priya Priya Kara Nirmatsara Pujito Shri Chaitanya Kripavaro Bhuvi Bhuvo Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Nana Sastra Vicharanaika Nipuno Sadharma Samstapako Lokanamita Karino Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanya Karo Radha Krishna Pajara Vinda Bhajana Nandena Mataliko Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Shri Gauranga Gunanyuvana Navido Shara Samridanvito Papa Tapana Krintano Tanubritan Govinda Ganamrita Ananda Buddhivara Naika Nipuno Kaivaya Nishtarako Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Tyakva Turnama Shesha Mandalapati Shrenim Sadatu Javad Budva Dina Ganesha Kokarunaya Gopina Kanta Shrito Gopi Bhavara Samrita Dilahari Kalola Magno Vande Rupa Sanatana Jiva Gopala Go Sankhya Purvaka Namagana Nativi Kalavasani Krito Nidrahara Vihara Kari Vijito Chatyanta Dino Chayo Radha Krishna Guna Smrite Madhurima Nandena Samohito Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Radha Kunda Tate Kalinda Tanaya Tire Chavam Sivate Premon Madhava Shala Shesha Dashaya Pramato Sada Gayanto Chakadare Gunavara Kavadivotto Muda Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Hey Radhe Braja Devi Ke Chalalite Hey Nanda Sunokuta Shri Govardhana Kalpa Pada Patale Kalindi Vanye Kuta Shri Mahavivalo Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Vande Rupa Sanatana Raghuyago Shri Jiva Gopala Go Jaya Rupa Sanatan Jaya Rupa Raghunath Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Bhatta Raghunath Rupa Sanatan Jaya Rupa Raghunath Gopala Bhatta Bhatta Raghunath Jaya Sat Goswami Sat Goswami Sat Goswami Jai Sat Goswami Jiva Goswami ki. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Yeah, we should have made a spot for you. Gosh, I'm really sorry.
He dropped me and went off.
Oh,
I said I'll go ask him.
oh.
In the future,
So yeah.
we'll make a spot.
Okay.
10 or 15.
For one, yeah.
Right, for one call, we can make a spot.
What do you say? Let me see.
Which one?
What do you say?
I never use the English book. I always use the
Hindi?
Bangla.
Oh, really? Wow, Bangla, amazing.
Does this one have Anand Ganga Nidai Chand?
What is it?
It's
Oh, no, oh, that's so long.
I'll do a small one. Which one? I'll do the Kamala when it's the last.
Ooh, nice, beautiful, okay.
86 is fine.
86?
Yeah. Isn't there that one Jiva Goswami song too about Radha and Krishna? Something, it's Krishna.
She suggested it.
I think
I was
something.
thinking the one where like, when will Jiva Goswami help me like, there's a Vaishnav song.
Oh yeah, there's a Vaishnav song.
So good.
Yeah. Okay. We can do that. We can do Vice. We can do the. It's 48. That's the Jiva Goswami one.
When will Jiva Goswami with the waters of conclusive truth extinguish the fire of false arguments which are burning my heart.
Mm.
Where are we?
Should we do it? It's a
Sure.
Vaishnav song, but it's the Vishaya Vishana.
Oh, because his name is there.
Yeah, there's just one that Radhika did. I can't remember.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
What page is that?
48. Vishaya Vasana Rupa Chitara Vikara Vishaya Vasana Rupa Chitara Vikara Amara Hridoye Bhoga Karyani Vara Amara Hridoye Bhoga Karyani Vara Kato je jatanami Korilamai Kato je jatanami Korilamai Nagilo vikara buddhi Sheshe prana jaya Nagilo vikara buddhi Egora vikara more Korilo astira Egora vikara more Shantina pailo stana Antaradira Shri Rupa Goswami More Kripa Vitariya Shri Rupa Goswami More Kripa Vitari Udhari Bekave Yukta Vairagya Piya Udhari Bekave Yukta Kave Sanatana More Chadaye Vishaya Kave Sanatana More Chadaye Vishaya Nityanande Samarpive Oya Sadaya Shri Jiva Goswami Kabe Siddhanta Shalile Shri Jiva Goswami Kabe Lile Nibaive tarkanala Chitta jahe dwale Chitta jahe Shri Chaitanya Nam Sune Urive Pulaka Shri Chaitanya Nama Sune Urive Pulaka Radha Krishna Mrita Pane Hoibo Ashoka Radha Krishna Mrita Pane Shukre Kangalera Sukanga Tojana Jana Kangalera Sukanga Tojana Jana Vaishnava Charana Shaya Chachaya Kinshana Vaishnava Charana Shaya Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnav Thakur Srila Jiva Goswami Jaya Jiva Goswami Jiva Goswami Srila Jiva Goswami Jaya Jiva Goswami Jaya Jiva Goswami Jaya Srila Goswami. My desire for sense objects is a perversion of consciousness, which constantly impels my heart to want to enjoy. Oh, how much effort I have made, but my perversion has not gone. In the end, my life goes instead. This frightful perversion has perturbed me. Because my heart is restless, peace finds no place there. When will Srila Rupa Goswami bestow his mercy upon me and deliver me by investing me with Yukta Vairagya? When will Srila Sanatana Goswami, out of compassion, make me forsake sense gratification and then offer me to Sri Nityananda Prabhu? When will Srila Jiva Goswami, with the waters of conclusive truth, extinguish the fire of false arguments which are burning my heart? At that time, hearing the name of Sri Chaitanya will cause ecstatic horripilation in my body. By drinking the nectar of Shri Shri Radha Krishna, I shall become free from all grief. This sinful person is the most wretched among the wretched. This destitute soul begs for the shelter at the lotus feet of the Vaishnavas. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki jai.
So sorry that we didn't open the driveway.
I'm sorry I took so long.
No, I'm sorry we didn't give you a parking spot. It's really
You're not
bad.
allowed to park anywhere but here.
Good cars.
Should I begin?
We're gonna Radha Krishna.
Just have Radha and Krishna.
Okay.
Oh, you're, Manjula is gonna.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah. Fine, here should become a love, which is Mandala. I have to find where it is. I'm singing Shubh Kamala Kuch Mandala.
Sorry, you're welcome to sit over here.
Okay. Didi asked me to sit here and speak, so
Oh, okay, okay.
that's who I am.
It's a great tune. It's magic.
H. Yeah, I have to find it. I don't know which one where it is.
Okay, got it.
I'm looking for Shita Kamala Kuch Mandala. Where is it? 352. 352. Ishan 350. जय राधे कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला जसोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद जय शीत कमला कुच मंडल धृत कुंडलये शीत कमला कुच मंडल धृत कुंडलये कलित ललित वनमाल कलित जय जय देव हरे जय जय ललित वनमाला जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला जसोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे हे राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला दीनमणि मंडल मंडन भव खंडनये मणिमण्डल मण्डन भव खण्डनये मुनिजन मानस हंस जय जय देव हरे मुनिजन मानस हंस जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला जसोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला कालिया विषधर गंजन जनरंजनये कालिया विषधर गंजन जनरंजनये सुरकु यदुकुल नलिन दिनेश यदुकुल नलिन दिनेश जय जय देव हरे यदुकुल नलिन दिनेश जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला जसोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे हे कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला मधुमुर नरक विनाशन गरुडासनये मधुमुर नरक विनाशन गरुडासनये सुरकुल खेलिनिदान
जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला जसोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे अमल कमल दल लोचन भव मोचन अमल कमल दल लोचन भव मोचन त्रिभुवन भुवन निधान जय जय देव हरे त्रिभुवन भुवन निधान जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला यशोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे जय राधा जनक सुता कृत भूषण जित दूषण जनक सुता कृत भूषण जित दूषण समर शमिता दश कंठ जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला जसोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण अभिनव जलधर सुंदर धृत मंदर अभिनव जलधर श्रीमुख चांद्र चकोर श्री राधा मुख चांद्र चकोर राधा कृष्ण जुगाल किशोर जय जय देव हरे राधा कृष्ण जुगाल किशोर जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला यशोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद तव चरणे प्रणतावयमिति भावये तव चरणे प्रणतावयमिति भावये कुरुकुशलम प्रणतेषु जय जय देव हरे जय राधा कृष्ण गोविंद गोपालानंद दुलाला यशोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे जय राधे कृष्ण गोविंद गोपालानंद दुलाला श्री जय देव कवेरीदं कुरुते मुदं श्री जय देव कवेरीदं कुरुते मुदं मङ्गलमुज्ज्वलगीतम् जय जय देव हरे जय राधे कृष्ण गोविंद गोपालानंद दुलाला यशोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे जय राधे कृष्ण गोविंद गोपाला नंद दुलाला यशोदा दुलाला जय जय देव हरे जय जगन्नाथ हरे जय जय देव हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय गुरुदेव 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 जय गुरुदेव जय 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 प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय निताय गौर
Is it it is on, yeah, I can hear. All right. Om Gyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Taralaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Bhaktya Vihina Paradalakshay Kliptascha Kamadhitaranga Madhye Kripamai Tvam Sharanam Prapanna Vrinde Numaste Charanarvindam. How long should I speak? An hour, okay.
So this is my godbrother, Atul Krishna, he's Prabhupada's Diksha disciple, and then Srila Gurudev's Shiksha disciple.
Harinam disciple
Of who?
by Prabhupada.
Oh, Harinam, and
Diksha
then
from
Diksha by
Diksha
Gurudev.
and Shiksha, yes.
Oh,
So
thank you.
Shiksha from both.
Right, exactly. And his beautiful wife, Manjulali. Dasi is here, who's a professional Ayurvedic practitioner. And so he wrote a very beautiful astakam, which we're going to be sending out on the nectar list that we have on our WhatsApp. In Sanskrit astakam he wrote in glorification of our Srila Prabhupada. And so without further ado, we're going to be speaking about Srila Jiva Goswami on this Jiva Goswami's disappearance day.
Well, I first of all offer my...
I just want to mention that there's 2 more devotees in the kitchen. They're here.
Our speaker system.
Okay.
And then Haridas is here, and then another devotee has to drive to Orlando, so he's listening as well. Plus we have the regular live stream.
Okay. All right. So I first of all offer my Dandavat Pranams at the lotus feet of Pujaniya Shyamarani Didi, to say I am her godbrother. It is like the sun is saying to the little candle flame, oh, you are my brother also. You are also flame. You have fire and you are giving heat and light. And I also offer my obeisances to all of the assembled Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and today is the disappearance, Tirobhav Titi, of Srila Jiva Goswami, and also of Sri Jagadish Pandit. So I'll say just a couple of things about Jagadish Pandit, and then we will speak on Srila Jiva Goswami. And Shamarandiji has requested me, this is kindness. Kindness of Vaishnavas is that they will give us engagement in service. We think that seva is a kind of a disposable thing or a cheap thing sometimes because we are in a neophyte condition. But seva adhikara diye. Oh, I am praying, may Vrinda Devi give me this adhikar, the privilege of seva, to have the opportunity to do seva, because we think sometimes in our conditioned life that if I am doing something, oh, Krishna needs this job done, Gurudev needs this job done, I will do this job, I will do that job because I am the doer. Ahankara vimurdhatma. This is a delusion. We are not actually the doer. To enter into seva is such a hard thing, such a very rare thing, and so we pray. We say, I have no qualification, I have no adhikar, I am very fallen, and this is very true for some of us, and please, please grant me this mercy. Grant me this mercy that I may have opportunity to serve. So, Jagadish Pandit appeared in Guwahati, Assam, and he had a strong desire to do bhajan near the banks of the Ganga. So he and his wife Dukkini and his younger brother, whose name was Hiranya, they all came to Navadvip. And they established a house about 2 miles from the house of Jagannath Mishra and Srimati Shachi Devi. So they were actually very dear friends with Jagannath Mishra household. So when Nimai Pandit was born, they came and they developed so much affection and attachment for baby Nimai. Nimai was so effulgent and very beautiful with a golden complexion. And all of the ladies used to come. Nimai would cry, and baby was called Gaurahari because he would cry, and then ladies would have to say, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, and then he would stop crying. Only then he would stop crying. He made, from the beginning of his life, made everyone engage in chanting of Harinam. So, on some occasions, Dukkini used to give her own breast milk to baby Nimai. What is the position? There is a very astonishing verse in Srimad Bhagavatam. What do we mean by astonishing? It was astonishing for Sri Shukadev Goswami. It was astonishing for Sri associates of Mahaprabhu, for Gadadhar Pandit, for Mahaprabhu himself, for who was the father of who Vrishabhanu Maharaj came in Mahaprabhu's Leela as Pundarika Vidyanidhi. Mahaprabhu told Gadadhar Pandit, you should hear Bhagavatam from Pundarika Vidyanidhi. And Gadadhar Pandit went there. He saw Pundarik Vidyanidhi is sitting wearing very fine clothes on a very nice asana. He had a spittoon for chewing betel nut, and and Gadadhar Pandit thought, oh, who is this person? He is like some Vishayi, an enjoyer of sensual pleasures. So he went to Mahaprabhu. He said, I don't understand why you have sent me to this Pundarik Vidyanidhi. Mahaprabhu said, just say this verse. Aho bakiyam standakalukutam. What is this verse? Apayayan jigamsur apayayan apyasadvi. Oh, it is very astonishing. How is it that this Putana, sister of Bakasura, who came with Krishna with poison smeared on her breasts with a desire to kill Krishna, was instead granted Datriuchatam, like a position like that of his nursemaid. Now Gurudev gave some clarification. When Gadadhar Pandit, of course, uttered this verse, Pundarik Vidyanidhi, his decorated turban fell from his head. He fainted. He wept. Tears came from his eyes like torrents of rain, and he exhibited Ashtasatvik Vikar, 8-fold symptoms of ecstatic love. And then Gadadhar Pandit understood. Yes, everything was disturbed. It was because Bhagavata pare Bhagavata stane. It is said that if you want to learn Bhagavat book, you must go to Bhagavat person. Krishna consciousness is not any topic that one can learn. Like in school, what will we learn? Oh, I want to learn physics. I want to be a nuclear physicist. Oh, you will have to learn some basic math. You will have to learn linear algebra. You will have to learn quadratic equations. You will have to learn calculus, tensor calculus, all this stuff, a huge amount of things. And put all these pieces together and build them up like a mountain, and you come to the being able to see. You cannot learn Krishna consciousness like this. It is said, Bhaktya Bhagavatam Grahyam na Buddhya na Chatikaya. It is not by great intellect. It is not by massive learning and erudition, which we will hear today. What is the definition of massive learning? It is only by bhakti and by hearing Bhagavatam, because Krishna is Purna Tattva. Krishna is the supreme, complete whole. Krishna is not divided. He does not undergo transformation. He is not divided. In the rasa dance, Tasam avirabhuch chauri smayamana mukam bhuja. It is said, Tasam madhye dvayor dvayoho. Between each pair of gopis there was a Krishna. How is it? Krishna is Swayam Prakash. Krishna as Rasaraj, as the enjoyer of ras, the enjoyer of the Rasa Leela. And Srimati Radhika is Raseshwari. Without Raseshwari, there is no Rasa Leela. It is not possible. And Krishna is Rasaraj. He is the king of Ras, and he is Rasika Shekhara, Rasika Shiromani, the supreme taster of Ras. So Krishna was moving in such a way that ordinary mind cannot comprehend. Somehow one Krishna is in every place and dancing with every gopi. This has been explained by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Our Srila Gurudev came like he is the incarnation of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And all of the things which have been explained, all of the very confidential things and things which were kept behind high walls of Sanskrit commentaries and tikas, Gurudev explained in plain language. And when we heard from the mouth of Gurudev, this made an impression in the heart. So this Purna Tattva of Sri Krishna is not something that we can study and go and get a university degree in Krishna. You can't. Yeah, you can, but it won't help you. You have to hear from the person Bhagavat, from that person who is engaged in bhajan, at very least. That person who is when we have the good opportunity to hear from that person who is a Mahabhagavat devotee who has descended, this is the best opportunity. But that person who is engaged in Ananya Bhajan, nowadays many devotees have misunderstood, because there is a verse in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that Bhajate Mam Ananya Bhak. Apichet Sudaracharo Bhajate Mam Ananya Bhak Sadhureva Samantavya Samyak Vyavasito Hisaha. People think it means, we cannot criticize anyone if they are pretending to be a guru and they are abusing others, doing horrible things. It means that it will be okay. They can again become, no. It means they were never following the process. But someone who is engaged in Ananya Bhajan, they may have some little defect in their character. They may slip up. They may have some fault in their observance of some vrat. They may say something wrong. They may speak something incorrectly. They may even commit some mistake by accident. But very quickly they will be rectified. And this is the thing. So that person who is engaged in Ananya Bhajan, that person, we should serve them. We should try to hear from them, and we should try to follow their instructions, and we should have strong faith.
I didn't want to stop you because everything you said is astonishing. And yet I'm still wondering, how does this fit into astonishing?
Very good question. So, how is it astonishing? Because how is it, even now Gurudev has explained about this astonishing verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Aho bakiyam. What does aho mean? It is an indeclinable, avyaya. It means astonishment. I am astonished. Shukadev Goswami has said this. Now, Dhatriyuchatam, Gurudev has explained, Putana got gati to not Goloka Vrindavan, but to Goloka, outer part of Goloka, where there is knowledge of Krishna's Aishwarya. Spiritual world is vast, and that part, but our destination as Gaudiya Vaishnavas is specifically, we want to go to Golok Vrindavan, where in Seva Kunj we can serve the divine couple. And there is no evidence of Aishwarya Gan. I asked Gurudev this once. If gopis have all knowledge, when I first met Gurudev, I was asking, Tabakatamratam tapta jivanam kavibiditam kalmashapaham sravanamangalam srimadatatam bhuvaganantite bhurirajana. How it can be that gopis are knowing all this about Krishna and how Harikatha will cut all suffering and everything, and they are also, it is said that there is no Aishwarya Gyan. And Gurudev has said, he gave an example. If I have 1 cup of salt and 1 cup of sugar, and you will taste the salt as well as the sugar. But if there is 100 cups of sugar and only 2 cups of salt, will you taste any salt? No. It will be completely overwhelmed. So, Vraja, Goloka Vrindavan, this is Madhurya Dham. Sweetness is overwhelming. And even though there is more opulence, more knowledge, more everything in 1 grain of the dust of Sri Vrindavan Dham than in this entire material world, than even in Vaikuntha Dham, it is not visible because Madhurya is covering everything. And Krishna wants to taste the sweetness of the love of devotees. There was one, when I was learning to cook, I learned one saying. Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna does not want your dal and chapatis, he wants to taste love that it has been cooked with. How to cook with love, how to do anything with love, it's such a high thing. We have been pointed towards the highest from the beginning. Go this way. That's the way that we want to go. Oh, very, very high. But we will go 1 step at a time. So how it is astonishing that even Putana got the gati, like Gurudev said, she was became like a parosi, like a neighbor of Mother Yashoda in the outer part of Golok. Not that she was actually Krishna's dhatri. Dhatri means the wet nurse, nursemaid. So, Nimai, as a baby, he was taking milk he was taking breast milk of Dukkini, wife of Jagadish Pandit. So this is very astonishing. Little more. Then, there was another thing. On Ekadashi day, once, Nimai was crying. Ladies came and they were saying, Haribol, 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 Haribol. Oh, still Nimai did not stop crying. Oh, they were very bewildered. This is always the thing that stops him crying. He is always happy when we are chanting Haribol, Hare Krishna. They asked, Nimai, what is it? Why are you crying? What can we do? He said, at the house of Jagadish Pandit, there is Naivedyam being prepared for Bhagavan Vishnu, for Shalagram. And so Jagannath Mishra was very astonished. How he knows this? So Jagannath Mishra went to the house of, he said, I will go. Jagadish Pandit is my friend. He went there and he asked, Jagadish Pandit said, yes, I have just prepared the Naivedyam. But Jagannath Mishra said, if you give this for Nimai, it will be aparad. And Jagadish Pandit said, no, it is not. It is appropriate. Narayan, Gopal has spoken through him, because Gopal was Ishtadev of Jagadish Pandit. And so this Naivedyam was brought for Nimai. This is in Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat. There is one more thing. Thing that is to be offered, like Naivedyam, what I am offering is the Naivedyam. But it was a special Naivedyam, special thing that he was preparing, offering. I don't know exactly what it was. This was from some talk that Bhakti Vallabh Tirtha Maharaj had given. So there was another thing. So Jagadish Pandit went to Jagannath Puri along with other Brahmins from Navadvip, and he went to have darshan of Jagannath, and he was so astonished, he was weeping seeing Jagannath, because previously he was one of the Yagyapatnis in Brajalila. And so he was saying, oh, Gopal is here, and I don't want to go now. I don't want to go home. I only want to be here. I don't want to leave. I've seen you, Jagannath, and I don't want to go back. Then Jagannath told him, oh, Jagadish, don't worry. I will go with you. He said, how is that possible? Then it was time for Navakalevara. Every 12 years, they will take Jagannath and they will make a new Vigraha of Jagannath, and they take something from inside and put in the new Vigraha, and old Jagannath is put in a well, buried. Jagadish Pandit said, how I can carry you? You were so heavy. You were like, 8 feet high? You were so big. Huh? So big. How I can carry you? Jagannath said, don't worry. I will become small and I will make myself as light as a sponge, and you can carry me on your shoulder. But once you set me down, I won't move again. So you will have to carry me this whole way. So it was arranged by the king that this was given to Jagadish Pandit, and he was carrying it. And then he came to one place called Chakraha, which is a place where when Maharaj Bhagirath was going for the channel of Bhagirathi Ganga, the wheel of his chariot became stuck in the ground. So at that place, Jagadish Pandit wanted to bathe in the Ganga. So he asked one Brahmin there, please, if you will hold Jagannath Ji while I go bathe. As soon as Jagadish Pandit went to bathe, immediately Jagannath became so heavy, the Brahmin had to set him down. And so to this day there is a temple of Jagannath there. So, who is Srila Jiva Goswami? Srila Jiva Goswami appeared in the village of Ramkeli. He was the son of Vallabha, who later became known as Anupama, who was the brother of Sri Rupa and Sanatan. So Sri Rupa and Sanatan Goswamis were his uncles. And when he was still a young boy, when Sri Jiva Goswami was still a young boy, Sri Rupa and Sanatan, who were ministers, also his father was also government minister. The three of them had gone to see Mahaprabhu at Gaya. And then after coming back, Sri Rupa and Sanatan left and became renunciates and joined Mahaprabhu. And so Sri Jiva Goswami, when he was still a young boy, he told his mother, I also want to become a renunciate. After some time, in an untimely way, the father of Sri Jiva Goswami passed away. And it was not long after this that Srila Jiva Goswami went to stay in Navadvip, and he took shelter of Nityananda Prabhu. So Nityananda Prabhu took him to all of the places of Navadvip Dham, and he explained so many of the confidential meanings of Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhant. So he was personally instructed by Nityananda Prabhu. Then Nityananda Prabhu directed him to go to Varanasi and study under Madhusudana Vachaspati, who is a disciple of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. And so he learned all of the Vedic literatures, Puranas, Shruti, Smriti, Mahabharata, everything. it is said that Srila Jiva Goswami's knowledge was so voluminous, he could quote from any place, he could give the verse and the reference, and he would only have to write it once. There was no need of going back and correcting and editing. So, Srila Jiva Goswami, he then went to take shelter in Vrindavan with Sri Rupa and Sanatan. How many initiated disciples of Srila Rupa Goswami were there? One, yes, and that was Sri Jiva Goswami. Now, Srila Jiva Goswami, after the disappearance of Sri Rupa and Sanatan, then he became, after disappearance also of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, he became leader of all of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas in Vrindavan, especially Prabhutraya, Srinivas Shyamananda Narottam Srinivas Shyamananda. Now, this is a very important thing. In our Gaudiya line, we give emphasis to Bhagavata Parampara. So it is not by the Diksha line necessarily. Sometimes Diksha Guru is the same as Shiksha Guru. So Diksha is very important. Diksha is required. One must get Diksha. One must get Diksha from qualified Guru. But the qualification of Shiksha Guru is most important. Shiksha Guru must be able to give the very high realizations. Otherwise, we are stuck like the frog in the well. You know, frog in the well. There's a frog in the well. And someone comes and tells the frog, "Oh froggy, I have seen the ocean. You have no idea how big it is." And froggy says, "Is it twice as big as my well?" No, many more times big. Is it 10 times as big as my well? And no, you have no idea. And froggy is trying to puff out his chest and say, how big, until finally he bursts. He dies trying to ascertain. So this is called Kupa Manduk, the frog in the well logic. I want to try to apply what I know, what I have learned, what I have thought, my mental speculation about Bhagavan, about God, about the spiritual world, about the spiritual abode, about the process even of bhakti. Nowadays, many people have so much speculation. They think that bhakti means we will simply do some work and blessings will come and magically prema will come in our hand like laddu. Srila Narottam Das Thakur, he has sung such a very beautiful kirtan, which gives all of the siddhanta of our Gaudiya Vaishnava line. Gauranga bolite habe pulaka sharir, Hari Hari bolite nayane babenir. He has said, when will I chant the name of Gauranga and I will experience trembling in the body, tears flowing from the eyes? Why? These are called symptoms of Ashta Sattvic Vikar. Why Ashta Sattvic Vikar? You know? Why is it called Ashta Sattvic Vikar? There is something called Vishuddha Sattva. When Hladini essence of Hladini Shakti and essence of Samvit Shakti are mixed together, this is called Vishuddha Sattva. And when this comes down from Golok Vrindavan and it enters the heart of the sadhaka, it is like an electric current. Now, this purely spiritual descent has come. We may get some like sparks, like if we hear from pure devotee. When we would hear from Gurudev, it was like if you are around a very high, powerful electric station your hairs may stand on end, because there's so much power there. And being in Gurudev's presence, heart would be affected, heart would melt. We may feel something, because this is all present, even though Gurudev is not showing, he is keeping it hidden. So we are hearing, and in the association of pure devotees, we may experience something. But when the sadhak, Gurudev has said sadhana bhakti, actually begins at the stage of rati. What is rati? Adav shraddha tata sadhu sango atabhajana kriya tato narta nirvritti syat tato nishta ruchistada tata saktis tato bhava tata premabhyudanchiti sadhakanam ayam premna pradurbhave bhavet kramaha. When I was very new in ISKCON, we used to sing every day after Mangalarti, Baho janma kore jadi shravana kirtana tabo tana paya Krishna pade prema dhana. Oh, if you do these offenses against chanting of Harinam, even after many births, you will not get the treasure of prem at the lotus feet of Krishna, which is the goal of Krishna consciousness. So how prem will come is described in this verse. And there is an entire book which describes does the vyakya, the expansion of this verse. And that is Madhurya Kadambini. Madhurya Kadambini explains this whole verse from whole one word at a time, has gone out into the entire book. But the short of it is that after we have done sadhana under the guidance in anugatya, and this is a very important thing, if we will go out and do Nagar Sankirtan, if we say, hey, buddies, let's get together, we'll have a pizza party, and we'll go out and do Nagar Sankirtan. And Hare Krishna, Mahamantra is so powerful, it will have an effect on everyone. It will have an effect, but effect will not be so much. Because me and my buddies, we are not great Bhagavats. But if someone like Shamanani Didi will say, you go out and do Nagar Sankirtan, you are doing it in Anugatya. There is a connection, live current connection to Acharyas. And now you're doing Nagar Sankirtan of devotees who are following strictly and following regulative principles of bhakti, and in Anugatya. Anugatya means following, and not just following like imitating, like monkeys, but following like with my heart. I want to follow in the footsteps. I want to serve and follow and do the service to Krishna like the acharyas, like my guru is doing. That is the meaning of anugatya. It is not cheap. Nowadays also, sometimes people say, oh, look, this is my Gurudev's Vani. Guru Vani, Guru Vani. What is Vani? Vani means the words. But it does not just mean the words. You cannot capture Vani in a recording or in a book or anything. Vani has to be captured in the heart. This hard disk, this microphone and this hard disk, and they must record and they must keep. Because without this realization of Purna Tattva, of Sri Krishna, then we cannot just piece together by little bits and pieces. That is called sankalpa vikalpa, mental concoction and speculation. So by always doing service in anugatya, then we will have realization. So now, ashta sattvic vikar, this vishuddha sattva, this pure line of spiritual potency has now entered in the heart. After the devotee has gone through stages of sadhana and ruchi, taste, and this asakti, attachment, if I am not chanting, I will die. Then finally, rati will dawn within the heart of the devotee when Vishuddha Sattva enters. Now, this spiritual potency from the spiritual world has touched 8 elements of the body. What are 8 elements? Who can tell me? Very good, yes. When earth is touched, there is trembling in the body. When water is touched, torrents of tears shooting from the eyes. When fire is touched, faltering of the voice. When air is touched, there is trembling, palpitation of the heart, and fainting. So this is the meaning of Ashta Sattvik Vikar, 8 types of transformations. So Sri Narottam Das Thakur has said, this is when this will happen. He has started off by pointing us to the North Star. Where we want to go, it is this. This is the beginning. Because this is also called Prema Ankura. What is Ankura? It means the sprout of Prem. This is like now the beginning. There are 2 divisions. There is Ajata Rati Sadhana. When we are doing sadhana, but Rati has not come. And then there is Jata Rati Sadhana. Oh, now it is a completely different world. So, when this Rati will come in my heart, Srila Narottam Das Thakur is saying. Now he is going into some detail. Ar kabe nitai chan karuna hoibe samsara vasana mor kabe tucha habe. When Nitai Chan, the moon of Nityananda Prabhu, why is Nityananda Prabhu compared to a moon? Because the moon's rays are cooling. And if the cooling rays of moon fall on our hearts, which are burning with the desire for unlimited sense gratification, we get some cooling mercy. Then, samsara vasana mor kabe tucha habe. They will become less, they will become insignificant. Vishaya Charya Kabe Shuddha Habe Man Kabe Hama Herabo Shri Vrindavan. And then, having given up Vishaya, having given up sense gratification by the mercy of Nitai Chan. Who is Nitai? He is Akhanda Guru Tattva. By taking shelter of Gurudev, by taking shelter of Gurudev's words, then we will get mercy of Nityananda Prabhu.
So you're quoting Srila Narottam Das Thakur. Could you explain what his relationship is with Srila Jiva Goswami?
Yes. So, Narottam Das Thakur Srinivas Prabhu and Narottam Shyamananda Srinivas, they were very dear to Srila Jiva Goswami. So, Srila Jiva Goswami was the leader of all Vaishnavas, and especially this Prabhutraya. So their position is very significant. But what is the position of Srila Jiva Goswami? Let us try to understand this. It is said that Srila Jiva Goswami has written over 400,000 verses. Nowadays we think, oh, I have written one Sanskrit verse, I am a big pundit. This is very funny. But Srila Jiva Goswami, 400,000 verses. The only one who has written more verses than Srila Jiva Goswami is Srila Vyasadeva. So he has written Bhagavata Sandarbha. Bhagavata Sandarbha is divided into 6 parts. And he has himself written a commentary on Bhagavata Sandarbha. He has said in the beginning that Bhagavata Sandarbha was originally something written by Sri Gopal Bhatta Goswami. But Srila Jiva Goswami found that there were some things which were in order, some things which needed to be put in proper order, and some things which were missing. So, he created this masterwork. It is so big, there is so many verses in the Bhagavad Sandarbha in these 6 parts that sometimes we fall asleep trying to get through even Tattva Sandarbha. So very difficult. And Srila Baladeva Dhyabhushan. Who is Baladeva Dhyabhushan? He is Gaudiya Vedanta Acharya. He has written the commentary, Govinda Bhashya commentary on Vedanta Sutra. He was previously Gopinath Acharya in Mahaprabhu's Leela. He heard the astonishing descriptions an explanation of Vedanta Sutra that was given by Mahaprabhu to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. When Mahaprabhu was taking darshan of Jagannath, he fainted. He was brought to the house of Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Bhattacharya said, "You are a flighty young sannyasi. I shall pacify your mind by instructing you in Vedanta." And for 3 days, Sarvabhauma instructed him in Sharirika Bhashya of Shankaracharya. And then Mahaprabhu said, "This is all bogus," and he explained. And now Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, who was the greatest scholar of all India, became defeated, and he surrendered, and he composed the Shatakam in praise of Mahaprabhu, and he is himself Brihaspati. So Brihaspati came to get instruction from Mahaprabhu. Yes, we are coming to that. So
What Sataka did he write?
this was the not the Ujjvala Varana Gauravara Deham, but there is a Shatakam that is of, now I am not even remembering the name of this Shatakam, but he is describing the Tattva of Mahaprabhu. And there is one quotation here in the beginning of Tattva Sandarbha, and he has quoted, it is Sri Baladeva Vidyabhushan who has quoted, or Srila Jiva Goswami. He has given the quotation. Karan nashtam bhakti yogam nijamya pradushkartum Krishna Chaitanya nama avirbhutas tasya padaravinде gadham gadham liyatam chitta bringa. May the bees of our minds thoroughly lick the lotus feet of the Lord named Krishna Chaitanya, who appeared in this world to reveal Bhakti Yoga, which had been lost through time. So this is, now Srila Baladeva Vidyabhushan has also written a commentary. So Sarva Samvadini Tika has been written by Srila Jiva Goswami himself, because it is, Sandarbha itself is hard to understand. He has given an explanation also to help us. And Srila Baladeva Vidyabhushan has also given additional commentary. And Baladeva Vidyabhushan Prabhu has said that people are somewhat lazy and they may have some trouble, so he has only tried to give some help in explaining things so that lazy persons like us will be able to understand Sandarbhas. So Srila Jiva Goswami has in Tattva Sandarbha, he has very thoroughly established all of the truths with all evidence, prameya. He has established the praman is the evidence, and prameya is that which is to be proven. And he has given it all according to a very high standard. Nowadays, people do not follow even a proper way of thinking and how to prove a point. So they will say nonsense, and then, oh, look, see, I have proven nonsense by saying nonsense. But in the old times, nyaya had to be used. And Srila Jiva Goswami would give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 verses, giving the evidence for everything. And he had not to look up in any book or any dictionary or anything like that. But we are very unfortunate nowadays. We find it very difficult to get through this. But all of these things have been done. Why is this very important? Because Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has said one should not be lazy in not following tattva, thinking that tattva siddhant is very difficult and it makes me fall asleep, so I will avoid it. Because it makes the mind strong. We have to have a good foundation of tattva siddhant, understanding all of the truths on which to build a very beautiful palace of ras. To understand ras, to understand Rasa Leela, to understand Krishna and his pastimes with his very near and dear devotees, we must build our foundation of Tattva Siddhant. We begin with Sankhya. I am not this body. Aham Brahmasmi. I am spirit. I am part and parcel of Bhagavan. What is Shakti? What is Shaktiman? These are very, very important topics that we have to understand. So Srila Jiva Goswami gave these things. He gave us an entire series of steps made of the most solid bricks, establishing every truth of Gaudiya Vaishnava Tattva Siddhant. Because in the future, someone might come and they may say,
What does each Sandarbha tell about?
If you can continue.
Yes. So what is each Sandarbha? Tattva Sandarbha is establishing the fundamental truths of Tattva Siddhant, of the material world, spiritual world. Tattva Sandarbha also gives many evidences explaining how one never falls from the spiritual world. It is not possible. Of course, we can also read in Guru Maharaj's books, 7th canto, 1st chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada makes it so clear. Unless it is the will of the Lord, no one falls from Vaikuntha. What else do we need other than that? But if someone still has some doubt, Srila Jiva Goswami has laid that to rest. Paramatma Sandarbha is describing the Bhagavat Tattva, Sri Krishna, his expansions, and Dham. And then there is Bhagavat Sandarbha. Bhagavat Sandarbha is describing Bhagavat Tattva. Krishna Sandarbha, Priti Sandarbha, Bhakti Sandarbha. These are all describing process of bhakti. I think, did I get that all right? Yes. Yes, Priti is about prem. Bhakti is about sadhana bhakti. What is the tattva of bhakti? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave a very short book. Gurudev was so kind, he gave us, Bhakti Tattva Vivek. Who has not read Bhakti Tattva Vivek? Very important book. Because in Bhakti Tattva, it is such a short book, very, very short. Anyone can read it. It can be read very quickly. And it is explaining what is pure bhakti as opposed to like if we do different things that are imitations of bhakti, like trying to imitate the qualities of a devotee. This is a good thing, but it is not actually what we are after. We want to follow Swarup Siddha Bhakti. Yes.
So Jiva Goswami also talked about
Can you wait a minute?
Jiva Goswami also talked about Swakiya Bhav. So I wanted to ask why he did that.
It has been said that there were some disciples of Srila Jiva Goswami who had an inclination towards Swakiya Ras. Swakiya means the mood of Mahishis in Dwarka, who saw Krishna as their married husband, as opposed to Parakiya Ras. But Swakiya Ras must be understood, even though it is not our focus as Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Srila Jiva Goswami, as the Acharya, who gave us like the A to Z of every type of tattva, also gave us the tattva of Swakiya Ras. Because without understanding Swakiya Ras, how do we understand the greatness of Parakiya Ras? Parakiya Ras means that there is an obstacle to meeting. There is an obstacle to meeting, and that obstacle is that there will be some shame, or there will be some prevention of going to meet. Didi?
It also appeared that he was saying that Krishna and the gopis were married. Can you explain that? How he didn't really, and who helped us understand that he didn't really?
Yes. So there are different prakoshtas, or different parts of Golok. And in the outer part of Golok Vrindavan, like there are descriptions like in Brahma Vaivarta Purana, where it's describing that there is a married relationship between Krishna and Radharani, between Krishna and gopis. But this is from the other part of Golok, not Golok Vrindavan. So, and Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam. Ramya Kachidupasana Brajavadhu Vargena Ya Kalpita. Why is it said Brajavadhu? So Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has given in Chaitanya Mata Manjusha this verse, that the supreme worshipable person is Krishna, son of Nanda Maharaj. Not Krishna, son of Vasudeva Devaki. No, Krishna, son of Nanda Maharaj. Krishna is so-called son of Devaki. Jayati Jananivaso Devaki Janmavado. He is called the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, but he is actually son of Nanda Maharaj. But there is a part of Goloka where there is Aishwarya, where there is awareness of Krishna's Bhagavata, his godness, his godhood. There is a part of the Golok where this is present. But this is not what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to give, and not what our Gurudev came to give. So, how is it that there is a part where Krishna, as Vaibhav Prakash, he is present as Krishna in a two-armed form, but there is also Aishwarya. And this is given in Shastras such as Brahma Vaivarta Purana. So, this is truthful. But this is not the destination of Gaudiya Vaishnavas. We do not want even Sakhi Bhav. We do not want to become Krishna's Sakhis, Krishna's girlfriends, gopis. No. What do we want? Tat tad bhavichamai. We want to know the moods of Srimati Radhika. We want to serve the moods of Srimati Radhika. We want to serve Srimati Radhika as her Palidasi. Oh, when will I come in Golok Vrindavan? When will I be born in Yavat? When will Guru Sakhi take me in her hand and she will give me some engagement? She will give me some service to do. This is my aspiration. I want to serve Srimati Radhika. Even we will sing the kirtan. Jaya Jaya Radha Krishna Jugala Milan Arati Karaye Lalita Adi Sakhigan. Oh, we want to see this union of Radha Krishna. But we are on one paksha. We are on the side of Srimati Radhika. We want to serve her. Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Pada Devata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarvakanta Samohini Smrita. Because she has the supreme pleasure, potency of Krishna. She can enchant Krishna. Krishna, who enchants the entire three worlds by the playing of his flute, by his beautiful pastimes, by the beautiful beauty of his form, by the adarasudha of his lips, which are coming from his flute and piercing the hearts of everyone. Oh, he is enchanted by Srimati Radhika. His crown falls from his head, and he is begging, Smaragarala Kandana Mamashidasi Mandana Dehi Padapallava Mudaram. Oh Radhe, I have been burnt by the venom of Cupid's arrow. I am suffering. Please, please, I beg you, give me the shade of your lotus feet. That is what is being shown in this painting, Seva Kunj. Krishna is begging, oh, I have been burnt. Please. And Krishna is asking. So, the goal of bhakti, we say it is always to please Krishna. But how will we please Krishna better than serving that person who holds in her hand, in her glance, the supreme pleasure of Sri Krishna? Shri Radha. I wanted to tell one other thing about Srila Jiva. Is that okay? Yes. When Didi is in front of me, I can have instruction and inspiration all at the same time, because I consider she is like the pratima. She is the image of my Gurudev. So, Srila Jiva Goswami was doing bhajan in Vrindavan under instruction of Sri Rupa and Sanatan. There was one scholar, Vallabhacharya, very, very learned scholar, and he had written a commentary on Srimad Bhagavatam. He came to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he said, "Oh, I have written a commentary on Bhagavatam and I do not even have any need of Sridhar Swami." So Mahaprabhu said, "I consider any woman who is unchaste to her Swami to be a prostitute," which is to say, Swami also meaning husband. And Sridhar Swami is respected by all acharyas. Vallabhacharya went on a campaign. He wanted to say that he is Digvijay. He has conquered all of the Pandits. So he went to get confession of other big scholars that they have been defeated by him, and so he can then promote his commentary. He went to Sri Rupa and Sanatan. They were doing bhajan. They did not want to be disturbed and bothered to talk to this person, so they said, "Oh yes, look, see, here, we have said you are superior, now go." As he was going, Sri Jiva Goswami, who was very young, just practically like a teenager, younger than some of you, and he was there, he said, "Oh sir, please tell me, what is this?" He said, "Oh look, Rupa Goswami has signed this saying that I have defeated him." Sri Jiva Goswami said, "Oh, is that so? Really? Oh, let us discuss this." And he systematically defeated Vallabhacharya. And then as Vallabhacharya was going, then he came to tell Sri Rupa Goswami. He said, "Oh, I met this young boy, your nephew. He is very intelligent." And Rupa Goswami could understand that something had happened. So then, inwardly, he was very pleased, because Sri Rupa Goswami was actually very humble. If someone has great knowledge, then they will be humble. And acharyas, they also are in a serving mood. They have come to actually serve us. We are accepting service from acharyas who are taking time away from bhajan to try to help us and instruct us. But they are doing this out of love. It is all being done out of love. And so Srila Rupa Goswami was inwardly very pleased, but outwardly he wanted to show that because he had told Jiva Goswami, "Don't engage with this person," Jiva Goswami disobeyed him because he could not tolerate that someone was doing this insult.
Do you want to share that story where Vallabhacharya came to visit Rupa Goswami and he said, "Oh, what are you writing?" And when he said he was writing, "Oh, let me take a look at it. I'll see what I can correct."
Oh yes, actually this was the instance, yes. So, and then when Vallabhacharya gave these corrections and then he showed to Jiva Goswami, that was when Jiva Goswami...
Well, Jiva Goswami went to him without asking Rupa Goswami. He was fanning him while Vallabhacharya said, "Okay, I'll edit it and see if I find anything to correct." And then Jiva Goswami went to the place where Vallabhacharya was either at the well or taking bath. And he said, "What do you have to correct my Gurudev?" And when he said what he thought he had, Jiva Goswami defended Rupa Goswami on that. And then Vallabha came back and told Rupa Goswami.
This was the, yes, so this was the... And then Srila Rupa Goswami was inwardly very pleased, but he was outwardly displeased. "You disrespected this very senior elderly person. Go away, I don't want to see you." So Jiva Goswami was quite heartbroken. He went to a place called Bhayagaon, and he stayed in a cave where crocodiles lived, crocodiles and snakes. And he was doing bhajan there and weeping, and he became very, very thin. So Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami did not know what had become of him. But Sanatana Goswami used to go everywhere in Braj. Everyone knew him. They used to call him Baba. And he came once to this place and they said, "Oh, Baba, Baba, there is a young Babaji. He is staying in a cave nearby here." And they described him, and he could understand this was Jiva Goswami. So he went to Sri Rupa Goswami, and when he explained, then Srila Jiva Goswami was brought back.
He said, he told Rupa Goswami, what is the duty of every Vaishnava? Is to show, so Rupa Goswami said, is to show compassion to every jiva. So Sanatana said, you don't want to show compassion to this jiva? And then he brought Jiva, and then Jiva and Rupa cried in each other's arms.
Yes. So I have gone a little over time. Anything? We can end there. Nitai Gaur Premanande, Srila
Hare
Jiva
Hare
Goswami ki jai, Sri Jagadish Pandit ki jai,
Atul Krishna Prabhu ki jai.
Shamarani Didi
Premanande,
ki
Hare
jai,
Hare
Gaur
Bol.
Premanande.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaur Premanande, Panchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo. See what a scholar he is? Gurudev said about him, he made an announcement in Los Angeles that Atul Krishna is my second body, Gurudev said. So you can ask him any question today and for the next 5 days. Thank you. Anybody wants to ask a question to his wife about health, your health, she's available.